Hey guys, what's up? It's Grayson coming at you from Miami. I wanted to make a little video here talking about my health journey. I've had a lot of people ask lately what it took to lose my weight and how I got healthy and just general tips on life. And I've shared a lot of that on Instagram, a couple posts here and there over the years, but I've never really done a longer form video like this. So I'm hoping I can put something together, maybe something resonates with you and can help you on this journey as well. So essentially, to back up to when I started my career almost 8 years ago now, I had all these goals, all these ambitions. I wanted to get to corporate in 5 years. I got there in 2 years. I ended up having 4 promotions within 2 years. I was hitting all these goals and feeling good about myself, but I knew that my health was suffering. I was at my peak. I was about 23 years old and 240 pounds. So, now I'm 6'2", so, it didn't look horrible, but the worst part was that I just felt bad. My back was hurting when I couldn't sleep well. My stomach was in agony all the time. At the worst of it, I was actually drinking like a Pepto-Bismol, a whole bottle every week, and for a few weeks. So like that's how bad it was. And I hate to admit that now, but it's true. And so, I get to my corporate at my job, which was in Florida. So I'm in the Sunshine State. I just got out of this, Arctic climate that I was in, and now I had no excuses. I had beautiful weather. I moved right across from a Publix across the street, so I had fresh food whenever I wanted it. No more excuses. So I just started doing some research. Initially, I just tried to do a low-calorie diet, right? If you just eat less, you're gonna lose weight, and that's not entirely wrong. But the question is it sustainable and is it healthy? It's certainly not sustainable because you feel like you're starving yourself because you are. So I couldn't lose weight that way. So I started to do a little bit of research in what was, I'd heard, you always hear just lay off the bread and pasta, right? So I was like, maybe there's something to that. And I ended up venturing into the Atkins diet. This is like the OG, dirty keto or so. And essentially, I lost some weight. I actually lost like 20 pounds doing this. There's definitely something there. Unfortunately, I went into my holiday season ready to just cheat and not worry about it. And mom's a good cook, so I just ended up, eating apple pie and whatever. So I get back after holidays, and I had put on like 10 pounds over these few months, and I was like, no problem, I'll get back on Atkins, no big deal, right? But I couldn't lose it again. I don't know what it was, but it just didn't have the same magic with me. Now I know that there was something there because I lost a good bit of weight to begin with. So I started down this rabbit hole of, what does that really mean? And the challenge with Atkins, as I'll get into later, is it's not really a healthy version. It's one thing to cut your carbs. It's another thing to eat good food and get rid of bad food, right? So I was actually doing this coffee a few times. It's called Bulletproof Coffee. And essentially it's grass-fed butter and MCT oil. MCT is basically distilled coconut oil, so you get the most potent fats from the coconut, and you blend it together, and it makes a surprisingly good latte. Now, I'd been drinking this coffee not every day, but every now and then, and the problem is if you don't back it with a good diet, then it's not going to do anything for you other than fill you up. So and at the time I had kind of written off this bulletproof diet, which is, he has a whole diet to back it up. Kind of wrote it off as, it's just too extreme for me. But at this point, extreme times called for extreme measures. I needed to get healthier. So I read his diet book, and then I also wanted to validate his information. I didn't want to just listen to one guy, particularly when he's telling me to drink butter, which is what I'd been told was bad for me all these years. So I read a couple other books. Some were from doctors, from nutritionists, all these health experts. And they were all kind of saying the same message, which is, to basically limit the toxins, the bad food that you're eating, and maximize the good foods. And what we think is good, at least growing up in the 90s, is not as good as what we realize. realize butter's not bad for you, right? But there's certain elements to doing it right. Eating a stick of it's not going to make you healthier. So anyways, I started doing this, and I ended up losing a total of 80 pounds at the peak, from 240 down to 160. And I was, killing the career game, but I decided it was time for a change. Moved to Miami. I kept the fitness stuff going. I'm going harder with training and fitness and stuff like that. Gotta get that Miami Beach body right. But yeah, I've kept up with it. It's very sustainable. Got more energy than ever. I got a birthday coming up, turning 31. Feel a lot better than I did at 23. A lot better, and look a lot better too. And it was kind of funny, after being here for even just a few months, a lot of people would come up and ask if I modeled and, all this stuff, and if I was in fashion and whatever. And I'm like, no, I'm an engineer, but maybe there's something to that. So I ended up going to a few casting calls because I'm all about just trying new things and putting yourself out there. So I got a couple calls back, and I signed up with Wilhelmina. I was with them for about a year, and yeah, it was pretty amazing transformation. I've been doing the modeling stuff for about 3 years now, and that's been really fun, a lot of fun. But once again, I feel like there's a lot of people that want to know what it takes to improve their life, whether you're one to become a model or whether you just want to start a new business, or maybe you're in a demanding career and you just want to make sure you're at your peak performance. Whatever that might be, some people need to lose weight, some people want energy, some people want to get fit and look good, have a good toned body. So there's all these goals, but it all starts at this fundamental level of nutrition and health. So I've kind of been a voice of reason for my family, for my friends. They've been asking different information. There's a lot of information I have to give, and I don't always do them justice in giving it, in a 5 or 10 minute conversation. So I realized, I really want to put together a program and help walk people through that. So this is what I'm working on now. I kind of came up with this hashtag model biohacker. And for those who don't know, biohacking is all about optimizing your health, hacking your biology for whatever desired goal you want. Now, some of them are all about living as long as possible, longevity. Some is about more energy focus, more. Some people just want to lose weight. But whatever that means for you, if you could optimize your biology and be the best version of yourself, what would that look like? What's standing in your way? And I want to help you through that. So I'm going to be working on these programs. I want you to stay tuned. And in the meantime, model biohacker. I'm going to try to model what it means to be a biohacker, what it means to be healthy, and live a healthy life, and always pushing yourself. And so together, I can help you model your best life. Okay, guys? So I appreciate you listening. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on YouTube. We're going to be putting some programs out there soon. And can't wait to get started. So stay tuned. Thanks, guys.